All right, this is example 5. And example 5 is really important, especially because they restricted the calculator. Because of that restriction, when you go to type this equation in, you can't type it in as it is here because y is not by itself. The only way we can type in the calculator is if it's y equals or f of x equals, or that could be h of x, m of x, okay? All of these mean the same thing, it's just a different name. And you can go right into f of x with those. So if that's confusing to you, don't let it be. It just, those all mean the same thing as f of x. Or there's no equal sign. Okay, there's not an equal sign, and that's just an expression. So all of those we can type in. And this is y, but it doesn't have the equal to right after it. So what we have to do is we have to use our law properties of equality, and we have to move this 268 to the other side. And then 268 minus 268 is 0. Now I'm left with y is by itself. Y plus 0 is just y. Y equals 1/12 x plus 20 minus 268. Okay. Now, to look at this in a more shortcut manner, I'm just going to move this to the other side. Okay, this is kind of doing it mentally in your head. It's positive here. When you go across the equal sign, it's got to change signs to negative. Okay, so the next one, same thing. Here's that positive 20. It's going to come over here and become negative 20. Positive 268 is going to become negative 268. Positive 20 is going to become negative 20. All right, so now I have y equals, and I can type this in the calculator. So home, new document, save changes, no, add a graph. 1/12, open parenthesis, x plus 20, close parenthesis, minus 268, enter. I can't see it on my screen. If I need to, I can zoom out, which is under menu. But if we just go trace, graph trace, and we type in our first value, negative 20, it'll show me that line or that graph. And so negative 20 is negative 268, so that works. Next is negative 14. Enter. Is outputs 267, so that doesn't match. Okay. So I hit the tab, up arrow key. Now I've got to type another answer choice in. The next one has the same thing, 1/12 x, and then inside here is 268, and outside is minus 20. Those are almost the same. Just click enter. Menu, trace, graph trace. Type in negative 20, enter. That output is not even close to the right thing, so this answer choice is out. Tab, up arrow key. Okay, I'm going to type in answer choice H, which is 12, open parenthesis, x plus 20, closed, minus 268. Enter. Menu, trace, graph trace, minus 20 as an input, output 286. Input negative 14, output 196, matching. Looks like we got our answer here. 8 and negative 124 and negative 1, enter is negative 40. So this is the correct answer. All right, here's one for you to try. Once again, you'll have to look up here at the screen to see the answers. Okay, first thing you needed to do on this is, if you look, this one's ready to go. It's y equals, that's good. This one is not y equals. There's a negative 1 here, so I've got to bring it to the other side. It becomes positive 1. Take it across that equal sign. When it goes across the equal sign, the sign changes. So this is positive 1 is going across that equal sign. It's going to become negative 1. Negative 1 is going across the equal sign, becomes positive 1. Okay, erase some of this extra stuff. Then these cancel out. So now I'm ready to type in the calculator. Again, you can't type this in the calculator. It's not going to let you. It has to be y equals, and then you type everything after the equal sign. So home, new document, save changes, no, add a graph. Again, every new problem, we want to start fresh. So first one is X, enter, menu, trace, graph trace. Now if y equals X, that means if X is 1, y is 1. X is 2, y is 2. X is 3, y is 3. So we can clearly see that one is not the correct answer. If I hit menu, trace, graph trace, and I type 3, 3 is going to be 3 because X equals Y. They equal the same thing. So F is out. G. Tab, up arrow key, 2X plus 1. Enter. Menu, trace, graph trace. Input 1, output 3. So that's not the correct answer. Next, tab, up arrow key, delete. X squared plus X minus 1. Menu, trace, graph trace. 1 is 1, 2 is 5. And then the last one, X minus 1. Oh, I didn't get my 1 in there. X minus 1 squared plus 1. Menu, trace, graph trace. 2 is 2. 3 is 5. 4 is 10. And 1 is 1. So the correct answer is J.